Hey everybody, Jay here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about an outdoor wood boiler. So yeah, stick around, we're going to get right to it. Alright everybody, here we go. If you liked what you saw there in that little intro, please hit that subscribe button. On the Homestead here, we do a lot of firewood, tree cutting, land transformation. We do a lot of mechanics, how-to videos, all types of stuff. So anyways, just want to get that out of the way. Subscribe if you like anything you saw in that little intro video. And yeah, let's get right to it. So this video is going to be my 5-year review with an outdoor wood boiler. So now for those who are just joining the channel here, my name is Jay. We live on an 18-acre homestead in New Hampshire here, and we heat exclusively with an outdoor wood furnace. Now, just to clarify, when we got here on the homestead, I didn't buy this unit. This unit was here, so I inherited this from the previous owner. So just want to talk a little bit about, and maybe I'll roll some footage in throughout the video. I don't know. We'll see how the editing goes. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about 5 years of running this machine. We moved in 2015, 2020 now. So we've heated for 4 seasons. We've been here for 5, but this is our 4th heating season. But anyways, I just want to talk a little bit about it. I made a pros and cons video on an outdoor wood boiler. I'll put that link here. So this video isn't going to be like a pros and cons of it. This is just my experience as a homeowner. And here's what I have to say. So number one, I love it. I love heating with firewood. It's definitely something I've grown into over the last 5 years. I mean, I used to split wood with my dad growing up for like campfires and stuff, and occasionally we cut a tree down that fell in the yard or whatever, but I've never done firewood like I've done, excuse me, wow, blah, blah, blah. I haven't done firewood like I have in the last 5 years that I've did my whole life, is what I'm saying. Hopefully that made sense. I'm not sure. But anyways, I absolutely love it. I think firewood is a renewable resource. Being in New Hampshire is like 82% forested, which is awesome compared to some other states which have been cleared or have had wildland fires or whatever it may be. Hopefully the audio is okay because we have some wind going on. But anyways, I love it. The unit behind me is a CL6048 outdoor wood furnace. This is a non-gasification unit. I don't know if you can even get these units anymore. A lot of the new ones, the E-Classics, they're the double burn, they're the gasification units. But dealing with this old school, I guess, beast, if you want to call it, I absolutely love it. It does 6 heating zones, a radiant 4 grid, domestic hot water, the whole wintertime. My oil, I think my oil kicked on once, and the only time that's kicked on is when this burns out. If I don't get to it, or maybe it doesn't relight during the night, whatever it may be. But my oil's kicked on 1 time so far, and we've been burning since November, and it's March now. We're towards the end of the heating season, but I like it. I think heating with wood really opened my eyes, and I made another video, and I'll put a link there. I made another video on how cutting down trees made me kind of care about the environment. I'm not gonna repeat what's in that video, but long story short, when you get into forestry and firewood cutting and renewable stewardship forests and whatnot, if you have a wooded property that naturally sheds firewood. We have 18 acres of land. There's 25 next to us. There's like 55 in the back, and then it's over 2 square miles before you reach the nearest road or whatever from where we live. So again, it's out there. So why not use it? If the pros and cons video, I went over this before, but I just want to say I absolutely love it. I would recommend it if you're trying to be more energy independent, you're trying to be more off-grid, if you're trying to just take more responsibility for how you heat your home. It's easy to call propane or oil and have it delivered. I get it. Me, I have a 14-month-old son. I have another baby on the way, literally almost any day now. My wife's ready to pop. I work 40 hours a week, and I still find time to cut and harvest wood. It's just finding balance, in your life. I can make a video on that in a nutshell. But anyways, just kind of wanted to talk here. I like the independence. I love heating with wood. I think it's such a cool machine that the fact that you can basically, let me show you, basically have a fire going inside, which heats a water jacket, which then pumps the hot water through the system. I have other videos, I'll put a video here of it, but I have other videos of how it actually works. But if you're thinking of buying one and you want to be more independent and you want to take responsibility and you have a decent sized home, maybe you want to also heat a workspace. These units can be plumbed in to heat a house and a garage. I've seen people do 3,000 square foot homes, pole barns, 3-stall detached garages. These things put out a lot of BTUs, so if you wanted all your heat in one area, it's the way to go. Now this, if you have a small house and you can get away with like a fireplace, by all means do it. I wouldn't recommend putting an outdoor furnace in for a 1,000 square foot home. That's just a waste of energy if you ask me. But it depends on your situation. It depends on your lifestyle. Again, depends on how active you are, how, you know, if you have any physical injuries or whatnot. Firewood's a lot of work. It is and it isn't, because I spent one day cutting with the truck and the trailer, and I just burned my last log, and we started in November. So I hauled 4 cords that day in the truck and the trailer. The trailer can hold 3 cords. I'll see if I can find a snapshot. The trailer can hold 3 cords and the truck can hold 1 cord roughly. So one day of work got me 3 months of heat. Not really bad if you ask me, but what else do I want to talk about here? Just kind of going, this is kind of an off-the-cuff video. Just kind of want to explain it. It's been 5 years to the day that we've been here, so happy anniversary, I guess, to us. But if I could go back, would I change? Probably not, because I've learned a lot. I was gonna make trails in the woods anyways. I have a dirt bike. I grew up in the woods. Again, where I grew up, we were fortunate enough to have, you know, 2-3 square miles of woods where we had dirt bike trails, ATV trails, hiking, snowmobiling. You know, me and my neighbor, my best friend growing up, my dad would take us out there as kids. So I was gonna make trails anyways, so there's no reason why I can't harvest firewood off of our land. Plus, also too, another benefit that I like about this is I want to eventually do some side tree work. So not only would I get firewood, but I would also get paid to do it, and I would also burn the wood for heat. So I would be getting paid pretty much to heat my house. So I think that'd be a fair trade-off if you ask me. So that's something I'm gonna get into. If you're still watching this video, again, I appreciate it. I know all my consistent subscribers will watch this video, but anyways, I love it. It fits my lifestyle. It fits our house. All right, sorry everybody, the mailman showed up, so I had to put a pause in the video there. But anyways, let's continue on. The reasons why I love the outdoor boiler is because I get to work the forest. The forest naturally yields firewood. I get to reduce the likelihood of a fire around my property because selectively cutting, thinning, cleaning up deadwood. A standing deadwood tree is like a matchstick. Long story short, you have 2 types of forestry fires. You have a ground fire, which burns the ground brush. Then you have a canopy fire that gets up in the canopies of like the pines and the cedars and whatnot. How you get a canopy fire is fire will go up a dead tree, a standing dead tree. Bark is actually resistant to burning in certain cases. So when you have a dead tree with no bark, the fire just flies right up. And we can make another video about that. But anyways, I love the outdoor boiler because I get firewood from my land. I get to basically build a stewardship forest. I'm taking responsibility for my property, taking ownership of it. And the outdoor boiler just allows me to burn the wood I get from my land. I do a lot of tree jobs too. I get wood elsewhere. I don't burn all my wood exclusively from the property. I do some small tree jobs around locally. Some people know me and they call me and I go kind of manage their land. You'll see a lot of those videos if you subscribe and follow along. You'll see a lot of those videos. But 5 years later, if I could basically buy this property without the machine, I would probably say no, because it would be stupid not to utilize the hundreds of acres around me of firewood. I mean, that's just my opinion. If you live in the middle of the city, you're not going to obviously have, probably not even allowed, you're not going to want one of these units. So for me, out in the you know, out in the mountains here in New Hampshire, I'm a fan of it. One more thing and then I'll wrap up. I also like it too because when my sons and daughters get older, it shows them responsibility. It shows them how to be proactive. You know, cutting wood, stacking wood. It gives them it gets them outside. I'm very nervous for the next coming generation as far as if they'll even play outside anymore, or if they're too busy, you know, I don't know. But my kids will play outside. My kids will learn as soon as they're at a suitable age how to help out daddy outside in the woods and whatnot. So I don't know. Hopefully, if you're thinking of buying one, you're gonna need equipment. You're gonna need chainsaws. You're gonna need chaps, helmets. You're gonna need, depending on your lot, you're gonna need some type of way to haul the wood out, like a tractor or even a four-wheeler with a cart. I do all mine with a four-wheeler and a cart. I haven't got my Kubota out in the woods far yet. I've gotten it stuck. Maybe I can attach a photo of it, but I've gotten it stuck out in the woods. But I get all my firewood out of the woods with a four-wheeler, cart, and an ATV. So it's kind of like anything. It's like solar. If you put solar panels on your house, you're paying $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for solar panels. You're not going to see that savings for another 20 years. An outdoor furnace being $8,000 to $10,000, $11,000, you're probably not going to see that savings till, depending on the size of your house and what it would cost to heat otherwise. But to me, I don't care. Like I said, we inherited this machine. I've been running it for 5 years. So for 5 years now, I've been saving heating costs. So I don't know. I'm happy with it. I hope this made sense. Hopefully when I'm editing it, it makes sense. If not, I'll have to reshoot it. But anyways, again, to wrap up, if you're thinking of buying one, just take a look at your situation, your capability, your land, time, energy, effort, tools, money. I love it. It's the reason pretty much why I started a YouTube channel, because I was like, oh, this is cool. Tree cutting and all that. It's pretty good following on YouTube. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm not saying this is the best situation, so I don't want to hear, oh, I have a 1,500 square foot home. I use 2 cords a year. That machine's a waste of energy. Please save it. I don't want to hear it. This is for if your situation works and you want to be more independent and you want to heat with wood and you want to, manage a big property. These are good if you have a large wooded property. That's all I got to say. Or if you have access to a 100-acre wood farm or something like that where you can cut wood on. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching. I know I keep rambling. I'm sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. This is just my 5-year review. You can let me know what you think. I'm sure I'll get some negative comments. Oh, those units are blah, blah, blah. But I love it. It's the reason pretty much why I started this YouTube channel when we moved in on the homestead, because I see and I foresee what can be done here. So anyways, appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.